Discover the Arts is brought to you by Nevada Dairymen and Dairy Council of Nevada and Estelle J. Kelsey Foundation.
Hi, my name's Mike Worm. I'm the Chief Executive Officer here at the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. I've been in the organization for about 25 years, and I've been the director for about 15 years. Our mission is to work with the kids that need us most and to turn them into caring, productive citizens. So the Boys and Girls Club has been here for over 40 years. We started in 1976. We started in a little warehouse on Mill Street and grew into a building. Our first building was over on East 9th Street. We built that in 1981. And then we were a single site organization for a long time. Our first site outside of our 9th Street organization was on Neal Road. Built that in 1999. And then today, fast forward, we have 25 sites all over northern Nevada, along with 4 early learning centers. So grown into about 29 different buildings. That serve Reno, Sparks, Ely, Fernley, Winnemucca. So grown into quite a big organization, serving about 14,000 youth in northern Nevada. If you're a kid, there's not a funner place that you would want to be, right? So we have over 130 programs and activities that are available for kids. We do that out of 5 different core program areas: the arts, career and leadership development, education development, sports, fitness and recreation, health and life skills. So a lot of different things. We have experts in each of those areas that break down different programs and activities. And it's all done on the basis of fun, but fun with a purpose. So we have a good time when we're programming, but we're learning meaningful things and transferable skills that the kids can use throughout all parts of their life. So another, I think, important part of the Boys and Girls Club is we try to provide opportunities that maybe kids couldn't get everywhere in their life. And that's one thing that when you come to the club, we hope we're providing things that maybe you couldn't experience everywhere. One of those is sports leagues, and we try to make those affordable for everybody and free for those that can't afford them. But we have a full offering of flag football, basketball, t-ball, soccer, volleyball. So a lot of different sports. But not every child is a sports or athletes. That's just part of what we do. So we have a lot of other activities available for kids too. I think one thing that kids will find, and for parents in particular, right, we try to meet the families where they're at, where their needs are at. And that could be a lot of different type of programming. So we have before school programming that's available for parents that need to be to work early. We have after school programming for families that have to work later. During the breaks, whether it's summer break or winter break or fall break, we have programs that are available. So basically, we really own that out of school time. So when school is out, clubs are in, and we're providing programming to meet the needs of the families. Yeah, one of our core promises to families is that we try to provide a safe environment for our kids, and that could mean a lot of different things. Right now, during this pandemic, of course, it means we're going to meet those requirements that are out there with social distancing and the requirements that the CDC are requiring, making sure we're having good practicing good hygiene practices that are required, that we're practicing the social distancing for kids, that our buildings, unfortunately, we're only at about 40% capacity, so we can meet those requirements. Beyond that, the staff that the kids are working with, they're all background checked. We're making sure that those staff are safe to be with kids. They're trained. We're constantly evaluating the training and the activities we're doing with our staff to make sure that the activities that we're providing are age appropriate and that they're cutting edge. So it's not enough just to have valued programs. They have to be fun. And again, they have to be things that keep the kids interested. They have to meet the standards of the kids. The kids are probably the toughest consumers that are out there. So if we're not doing fun things, a saying that we have at the club all the time is kids vote with their feet. So if they come and they're doing an activity, they're not having fun, they're probably not going to come back to that activity, or they're not going to tell their friends. So that's a pretty high standard, that we have to meet every day in our clubs. Kids can come to our club and they can do art activities, they can play with they can experiment with different activities in technology, might be working on computers or working with tablets. They could be doing STEM activities, building rockets, doing DIY or do-it-yourself STEM activities. They could be making slime. They could be making sanitizer. That's something we've adapted to with the new environment. They might be making their own face mask because face masks are very important to what we're doing right now. They could be playing chess or playing other board games that are out there right now. Our staff have also created a whole new curricula around social distancing. So doing fun games that have been adapted to make sure they're practicing that 6-foot distancing. So games that they might have played before in groups that now we're spreading out and just doing with little distance between one another. But the main thing that I think as a kid, if you're coming to the club, that you need to know you're going to do when you come to the club is you're going to have fun while you're here. Besides meeting the needs of the entertainment for the kids and having fun, there are some basic needs things that we do at the club. And first thing is we're an organization that's set up in a way that no child's turned away because of funds. So we do have fees that are assessed on a lot of our programming, but any family can come to us. They shouldn't be turned away because there's a fee assessed to our program. Parents need to come in, have mom or dad come and ask, and usually it's come into the club first, then we'll figure out how we're going to pay for it later. So no fee, don't look at their fees and think that you can't be involved in the club. No child's turned away because of fees. While you're here, if there are other needs that need to be met, food become a very important part of our programming. So in most of our break programs, whether it's summer or winter or spring, that we're going to serve a breakfast and a lunch, and that's part of a federally funded program. So any child between 0 and 18 can come to the club, whether you're a member or not, and get a free meal at the club. And that's very, very important to us. Last year we served over 500,000 meals at our clubs, and that's an important part. Our kids and parents are challenged with very long work days and very long days away from their families. So we know kids aren't learning if their engines aren't full and they're not have a good meal in their belly. And even on school days, right? So they have breakfast in the morning and they go to school and they have lunch at 11 and they may not see mom till 5 or 6 o'clock at night. We're going to have a good dinner for them once they get to the Boys and Girls Club to make sure that engine keeps running and they can keep learning and keep playing and stay healthy. So meals and a lot of other basic needs are a very important part of what we do at the Boys and Girls Club. Unfortunately, this summer with the COVID-19, there have been some special conditions that have been thrown at us. So some of our clubs last year, we were able to serve over 1,600 kids through our summer program. This year, that's been closer to, our number's been about 40% of that capacity. So we've been challenged with getting 1,600 in. So we've had to do some other things. We have a club on the road program, so we've been going to parks and working with kids in the parks and bringing our club programming with our staff to the parks and working with kids either in parks or maybe in apartment complexes, places like that. But another thing that we've done that we're very proud of is our virtual programming. So kids and parents maybe that are choosing to stay home, they can go to www.bgctm.org and there's a full offering of exciting programs that are virtual that they can have interaction with our staff online and do some of the same quality program they would normally do in the club, but they do it online through the same safe environment that is provided at the club online with our staff. So very excited about those offerings and other ways that we're being creative and reaching more kids this summer through new opportunities that we haven't done before at the Boys and Girls Club. Hey, thanks for listening about the Boys and Girls Club, and we cannot wait for you to participate and be part of the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows this summer.
Hi, my name is Amanda Herringshaw and I am the Healthy Life Skills Coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows, and I am here to talk to you about nutrition and taking care of your body. It's so important that we pay attention to the fruits and vegetables that we're putting into our body and how we're moving throughout the day and just our overall happiness. So if you are ever interested in checking those kinds of programs out, feel free to jump on to our website at bgctm.org.
Hi, my name is Michelle Enriquez and I'm the 21st Century Coordinator at the Boys and Girls Club. Here at the Boys and Girls Club, we have a program called Sports, Fitness, and Recreation. This program is catered towards kids and helps them nourish their mind, body, and soul through physical activity. We highly believe that if you keep moving, it keeps your body very healthy, and we encourage it through activities that are both indoor and outdoor. So if you have a lot of that summer energy that you want to get out, you can get it out through yoga, jumping jacks, exercising, and those kinds of programs that we offer here at the Boys and Girls Club.
Hello, I'm Gladys Reese. I'm the Character and Leadership Development Coordinator at the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. Members create a positive self-image about themselves. They also create great characteristics, and they also learn how to respect their own and others' cultural identities. So we really implement one of our Be Great Values program, which is really popular here at Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows, We teach members how to be great. So within our Be Great Values program, it's generous, respectful, encouraging, accountable, and trustworthy. We really try to implement great characteristics out of our Be Great values so they can be better citizens.
Hi, my name is Dan Pike, STEM Education Director here at the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. Our program seeks to cultivate a spirit of curiosity in our members for the world around them. We desire that our members gain new perspective and build an understanding for the way things work. Our program allows for members to get involved in science and to experience new technologies. It allows them to practice the art of innovation and engineering. We also want them to gain and learn new ways to communicate their ideas and thoughts. This summer, we're going to be offering 2 virtual summer camps, one director's cut film camp, and we're going to be offering a 3D modeling camp as well. Hope to see you out there.
Hey guys, my name is Eddie Guth, the art coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. Now, why is art important? Aside from being fun, art really helps us develop our motor and social skills, gives us some risk-taking ability, and being inventive. Art also allows us to interact with the world around us and gives us a new set of skills for self-expression and communication. These are all beneficial for us being successful in our academics as well in life. All right, so what is our National Fine Arts Program? So it's a bunch of different mediums that we cover through that program, like pastels, monochromatic drawing, colored pencil drawing, watercolors, acrylics, mixed media and collage art, as well as ceramics. And so it encompasses all of the fine arts, and it really gives us a well-rounded sense of what art can be and how creative we can really get. All right, so we get it, right? Art is something that's supposed to be in person, it's physical, and so it seems kind of weird that, how's this going to really translate virtually? But trust us, it's going to be easy to follow along, it's going to be really interactive, and yes, it's a very new way of doing things, but that's also another way that we can be really creative and new ideas can really come of that. So those year-round art programs all come to an end in December with a final club-wide art show where we display hundreds of our club members' artwork. We have an art exhibit that families and our members are welcome to attend. And so let's try something new, let's get creative, and we hope that we see you guys there.
For our members at Boys and Girls Club, the Family Plus program helps your parents get all the things that you may need. You can take part in our Strengthening Families classes where we play games on Zoom, learning about different emotions and different things that happen within our families. You can also be a part of many of our holiday events. We run lots of fun holiday events, especially around Christmas and Thanksgiving. So there's lots of fun family activities that everyone can join in.
Be sure to check out Discover Milk Carton Planters if you haven't already. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Discover the Arts is brought to you by Nevada Dairymen and Dairy Council of Nevada and Estelle J. Kelsey Foundation.
And welcome back. Hi guys, are you ready for 4th of July tomorrow? I sure am. But let's do something fun in the meantime. Today I want to show you how to make a planter out of a milk carton. Just like this. And if you don't want to make the planter, don't worry, we can also use this to store all of our art supplies. You guys ready? This is what we're gonna need. We need, of course, a recycled milk jug. Make sure it's empty and clean. And also, drink your milk before you do this. We're gonna need knives and scissors. This is the part that your parents are gonna help you out with. We are going to need paintbrushes. If you don't have paintbrushes, colored markers would work just fine. And we're going to need a ruler, some white paint or white paper if you don't have paint, and then also multiple paints just in case if you want to draw to decorate it. You guys ready? Go get your stuff. Let's get going. Okay. Alrighty, so first things first, we are taking our empty, clean milk carton. And what we're gonna wanna do is measure it out so it's about 3 inches in depth. So I'm taking my marker, taking my ruler, and 3 inches. Marking this out because this is where we're going to be cutting this. Awesome. Now it's time to think creatively. Maybe we want to do an animal on it. Maybe we want to put some animal ears. My little example here, I made a cat. So I did triangles for its ears. If you want to do a bunny, draw 2 ovals. If you want to do a bear, do 2 circles. It's that easy. For this one, I'm going to do a cat again because I really like cats. Alright, now's the part that your parent needs to come in and help you. We are going to cut this down. I found it was easier to start off with a knife. I'm using a little X-Acto knife here. And then taking my scissors and cutting the rest out. Making sure that I'm not cutting its ears off. Perfect. Awesome. Now it's ready to cover up all of the logos. And one thing I want to remind you guys, please cover your tables. We do not want to make our parents mad right now. So put down some old newspaper if you have. I've got this newsprint, making sure my dining table doesn't get all kinds of messed up. Alrighty, so I am going to get my paint ready. And for you kiddos who don't have paint at home, we can cover this up simply by taking some white computer paper, folding it around nice and tight. And it's only going to take about 2 sheets. Need some tape. Just like that. Or you can leave it like that if you don't mind a little bit of color. I'm going to take 2 sheets. And tape it just like that. Extra step for your parents, you're just going to want to cut all the way around to make sure your ears are all cut out. But I'm going to paint for this one. Since we got it, why not get our hands messy? Alrighty. I'm going to use a wider brush here. And we're going to begin to paint. Now this is going to take about a couple of coats. And with a couple of coats, you need a couple of patience. So, getting this all painted out. Painting. Get all my logos covered. Sweet. Okay, set this aside. We're gonna wait for it to dry. Walk away from it. Take a lap around the house. I don't care what you're gonna do. Just leave it alone. I've got a dry one now if we need to like skip forward.
You already came out?
Okay. Whew. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Now that you have all your coats and this is dry, it is time to get fun with it. Let's decorate it. This first one, I painted my little cat on there. Gave her little feet, gave her little side legs. She even got a tail. Maybe I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Let's see, smaller paintbrush. Let's start with black. Going to give this one some big ol' eyes. Cute. Let me see here. Maybe some pink for the nose. Take my black again. Give her a mouth. Giving her some character. And maybe even since it's a planter, I'm gonna paint some plants on it. There are no wrong ways to decorate this. You guys have fun with it. Paint whatever you want. Maybe it's a gift for mom and dad. Maybe they need some stuff to put their pencils in. Have fun with it. Oh yeah. Get the pink again. Tulips. Alrighty. So, once you're done decorating it, and I can go for hours painting on this, trust me, but for the sake of this video, we're wrapping up here. If you want it to be a pencil holder, just leave it like that. Let the paint dry, then you can use it whenever you want. If you want it to be a planter, have your parents help you poke at least 4 holes in the bottom of this, add some potting soil, plant a seed, and watch this thing grow. Thanks for participating in the Art Town workshops, guys. Have a good day, and have a happy 4th of July.